Hello everyone, welcome to another lecture on C++ programming language. We are on lecture 40 and in this lecture we're going to write another program using a while loop in C++. So in this lecture we write a program which asks the user to enter the number of star. So for example, we ask the user to enter, how many stars, he or she wants to print. So if he enters 10, we print 10 star. If he enters 100, we print out, 100 stars. So this is, a simple program or a simple star printer program or a star generator program. So let's write this program. We are on lecture 40. And we ask the user to enter, the number of stars he wants to print. Like for example, if the user enters 10, so we need to, print out, 10 stars. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is, a star generator program. So because we have here repetition, and the repetition is like, if you write this program without loop, so every time you need to, see out, you say see out, quotation star, then you see out, quotation, print star again, semicolon, then see out. Again, if the user asks you to write 100 times, so you need to write 100 cout. But in this scenario, we use loops in C++, especially while loop, to print how many stars the user wants to print. We can implement that logic using while loop. So let's write this program. But before I write this program, pause this video here and go to your computer, open your C++ IDE, and try to write this program. And if you have any issue, then come back and watch this video. So let's write this program. So first we need to include our, ash include. We need to include our iostream library because we use cin and cout. We, ask the user to enter an input and we print out that one. So definitely we need, iostream library. Then we use the namespace or C++ standard namespace using namespace std. And then we have our, we declare our main function, integer main. And I close the block of the main here and we put, at the end we have return 0, which is, the last statements in our program. So here, first we need to declare variables. So I declare a variable integer called count. Why I declare this variable? Because it should not be cout, it should be count. Yeah, why I declare this variable? Because I ask the user to enter the number of stars which the program should print. So if the user enters 100, so I can store that 100 inside count. And then I declare another variable called I is equal to 1. So I start, I declare my, beginning of my loop, which starts from 1. And now I ask the user cout. First, I need to write here, I say stars, star generator program. Generator program. \n, new line, and then semicolon. And then I ask the user cout. I ask them to enter the number of stars to print. Stars to print. Quotation and semicolon. Now we take that input from the user and store it inside the count variable. Count. And now it is time to use, while loop. So I write while, and I have to open the curly braces for the while and close the curly braces. So this is, our while block. And here I need to define our condition. The condition is if the user enters 10, so we started, from 1, it should go through, to the 10. So here I can say I is smaller or equal to the count. So here let me make a little space. Here we check our, condition. I is smaller than or equal to the count. And then the curly braces, we open the curly braces and we close. And then we need to, cout, because our repetition was, printing the star. So here we say cout star. And semicolon, and then I++. So for example, if the user enters, so our program asks the user to enter the number of stars to print. Whenever, for example, the user enters 3, and we store the 3 inside the count variable. And then here we check the condition. If I is, less than or equal to count, so the value of I is first 1. Is 1 is less than or equal to 3? Yes, 1 is less than the 3, so the condition become true. When the condition become true, so the body of loop or the block of loop will be executed. So here we print out the star. So this is the output, star. And then here I become plus. It means I is equal to I plus 1. So I become here 2. Then again we check the condition. Is 2 is smaller than or equal to 3? Yes, 2 is smaller than 3. So the condition becomes true again. Again we say out a star. So it's, it's print out another star. And then I become plus, which become, 3. Now I is 3. Is 3 is less than or equal to count? Is 3 is, less than or equal to 3? Yes, the 3 is equal to 3. So the condition becomes true. Now we again print the star. And then I++, the value of I increments here by 1. So it was 3, now become 4. Now we check again the condition. The I is equal 4 now, the value of I. So is 4 is less than or equal to 3? No, 4 is not less than 3 or smaller than 3. And now is, equal to 3. So the condition becomes false. So the block of loop will not be executed. So after that, the remaining program will be executed. So this is a simple, this is a simple star generator program in C++, which we implemented using while statement. So now it is time to go in our computer and write this program together. Yeah, so I'm back in my computer. So let's open our C++ IDE. And this is our lecture 40. So we are on lecture 40 on C++. Lecture 40. And we write a program which is called, star pattern generator. So we name this program star pattern generator. And in this program, we ask, the user how many star, he wants or she wants to print. And then using while, we print out, those stars. So let's first, declare our variables. So I declare a variable called integer count, the name of the variable. And then I declare another variable, which is called integer I is equal to 1. So we start our counter from 1, Then we see out. And I call this program the star generator. The star generator program. And then I use \n to create 2 new lines or 2 line breaks. And now here, I ask the user, how many stars should I print? So we see out. And here I ask the user how many stars. How many stars should I print? How many stars should I print? And then semicolon. And then we say cn count. And then we use our while loop, to print this number of stars. So I use while. And here I, declare our condition. So if I is equal to, smaller than or equal to count. So I can see here, cout. We print out star, yes. So print out a star and semicolon and then I++. So let's run our program. Yeah, so it asks the user to, first print, the star generator program, and then how many stars should I print? I asked to, 5. If you can see, it, prints 5 stars. But if I run again, and it asks me to how many stars should I, print? So I say, 100. If you can see, it prints out, 100 stars. So this is, a simple, program, which, or we can call it the star pattern generator. So here we ask the user to enter, how many stars should I print for you? So when the user enters, so we store that value or that input inside the count variable, and then we check our condition, and based on that, when we execute, we print out the star, and every time we, increase the value of the variable.